Welcome back to Social Too Real. Thank you guys for all the new subscribers. We've reached 1,000, crazy in a month's time. Very blessed, very thankful for all you guys for subscribing and showing all the support and all the love, including my haters as well. So today's video topic is gonna be stay single unless this happens or unless you find her. And what do I mean by that? Well, I understand a lot of guys have decided to completely check out of the dating world and they've had enough. I understand your pain. There's some guys that's never even had a date at all. And they are gonna learn from this video too as well, in case they actually get some luck and find a girl that, you know, is worth your time. But the guys that still wanna dibble and dabble and still wanna give their chance out in the dating world, these are the type of girls that you should look for in case you find this girl. Now, let me just say this, that this type of girl is very, very rare, right? At one point in time, these women were common. They were everywhere. Now, in modern day's world, in the day's market, these women are ultra rare. They're not unicorns per se. They do exist, but they are rare. So some of the qualities that you would want to look for if you decide to still want to step back into the dating world in today, 2024's modern day time, with modern day women rampantly ruining everything. These are the type of women that you would want to look out for and qualities. But let me just say this, there's no exceptions to the rule. Nobody's exempt. Even these type of women can cause havoc and ruin your life in some sort of way. But like I said on my channel, we are focused on 51%, right? So you have a better chance of going for this type of girl if you can find her and be successful in today's dating market. So some of the qualities, like I said, let's start off with being very family orientated. So basically, if she has a very close knit with her family, with her grandparents, if she's helping out her grandparents that are elderly, that are sick, helping her sick father, sick mother, changing her diapers on her brother, you know, these little qualities that shows the family bond, shows the type of woman that she is, which is caring and nurturing. So typically, in the grand scheme of things, women that are raised like this and brought up this way are some good qualities that you want to look out for. Other people would say having a good relationship with her father. Now that's a tricky one. Her having a good relationship with her father all depends on how the relationship with her father is. So basically, if she got the princess treatment, that's the type of women that you want to stay away from, because you are going to have to compete with her father. And it's a big shoes to fill. And I'm not saying that you can't do it, but it's very hard to fill those shoes when she's had that princess treatment, because she's going to expect you to compete with her father, because her father was there buying her, giving her all these things, and that over time develops a sense of entitlement, that princess treatment, that it's going to be, like I said, hard shoes to fill. So I would stay away from women that have had princess treatment with their fathers. But if they had good relationship with their fathers where it was a balance, those are the type of women that what people say having a good relationship with their father. So that might be a little tricky one. So you might want to dive in deeper and find out how her relationship with her father really is. This is another rare one. They are out there, but this is super rare. A woman that doesn't have social media. Now, I know that's kind of funny to say, everybody has social media, but what I'm talking about social media is women that are super active. They have thousands of followers and they aren't following barely anybody. Those are what we call attention 304s, right? They're just on there to get their fix. They become addicted to this sense of euphoric feeling that they just need to get their hit, their rush. They're addicted to that rush. And if you get involved with a girl like that, she's gonna be more approval of her feelings, and she's gonna want that hit where it's gonna cause a lot of issues. So stay away clear from those type of girls that have social media. But if she doesn't have social media, that's a huge plus. And if she's barely on social media, where she barely has any friends, all it's her family, her friends, pictures of her nieces or nephew, or like food stuff, travel stuff, where you barely see any pictures of her, that's usually typically a good sign. But if you do find a girl that has no social media, I would definitely take that into consideration. Another thing that you should look for, or if a girl comes across, is the type of girl that, like I said, could be rare, could not be rare, is a conservative girl. Depending on where you live, in what part of the United States, or where you live around the world, conservative girls are very something that you should be mindful. Like I said, not every girl is going to be like this, but you should definitely consider a conservative girl. Another thing that you can also consider well is a girl that has some type of religious belief, right? It doesn't matter what that religion is. Now, she cannot just one day become a born again virgin. I'm not talking about those type of girls, because those girls could be wolf in sheep clothing. But a woman that has typically been brought up in a religious type of background, where her family or grandparents raised her, and she still has some type of faith, some type of belief, and it doesn't matter what religion that is, as long as she has some type of structure, growing up with morals and dignity and all this stuff, that's definitely a girl that you should take into consideration. But typically those type of girls, they usually stay within their own religion, and those women are very, very hard to find. But if you do find one, I recommend you hold on to that type of girl as well. But like I said, exceptions to the rules. These girls can also be wolf in sheep clothing as well. So if you find any of these type of girls, right, just be mindful that they can and they will do this to you if they are a wolf in sheep clothing. Another girl that you should very, very take into consideration is a girl that wears little to no makeup. Women that wear little to no makeup, that embrace their natural beauty that God or the creator or whatever you believe in gave them, those typically are women that are very gentle, soft-spoken, nice, nurturing. They usually have a sense of dignity and humility, and a lot of humbleness to themselves. They're girls that, like I said, this is very rare. Most girls nowadays, they look like Transformers with all that makeup that they got on. And I don't know about you, but I'm not attracted to that. I'm attracted to natural beauty, right? Not over the top, just natural. And if you notice the qualities that I'm saying that I would tell you guys to look for in a woman, has nothing to do with her beauty first. So people who are to sit here and say, Sosa, you're just picky. Has any of the things I mentioned, besides not wearing makeup and having natural beauty, does that even respond to being picky? It's not picky. It's just that's what the market is now. We have majority of modern women and only a small percentage of these women that I'm talking about, right? So in the grand scheme of things, it is rare. So it sounds like I'm picky. There wouldn't be 60% of men that are single and childless if the market was reversed. If more modern women were rare and these women were an abundance, we wouldn't have this channel. People like me wouldn't be making content like this. People wouldn't be listening to content like this if it wasn't this big, right? Another thing that you should look out for is women with no tattoos, right? Now, not every girl that has tattoos has mental or physical trauma, but every girl that has physical trauma, most girls that have physical trauma or mental abuse has tattoos. So take that as you will. I will be making another video about tattoos, so we'll look out for that. But yes, if a girl doesn't have tattoos, typically that's a really good sign, because a lot of girls nowadays that have tattoos, they have some type of mental trauma, and that mental trauma, if you do decide to get with a chick like that, it can create havoc. She will be mentally unstable in the relationship. Little things will trigger her that you do, and you will be pretty much a punching bag in that relationship. So watch out for that too, right? So like I said, if you guys come across any of these type of women, be mindful, proceed with caution. there's a very good quote from a movie with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro called Heat. I definitely recommend that you guys watch this. Robert De Niro is in the cafe with Al Pacino, and they're having a discussion, and he says, "Never get attached to something that you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat coming around the corner." So basically, don't get attached to these women that you see the red flags coming. Or if the red flags come, you can't be attached to something for too long. You have to be able to walk out of that relationship, walk out of that situationship, or whatever the case is, if you start seeing these big red flags. I'm not talking about little arguments, little things like that. I'm talking about the big red flags. You have to be able to walk out of that thing 30 seconds flat and not even think about it. That's the discipline. And that's what he basically mentions in that movie. But to create for this context, I'm saying it to relate to this video. So hopefully this video was able to resonate with some of you guys. If you guys do decide to venture out and date these type of women, take your chance, risk it. A lot of us are saying, nope, we're done, we're out, we're not doing it. So if you do come across, give it a chance. You never know. You might strike gold, or you might find fool's gold. You never know until you try, but like I said, proceed with caution. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching Social 2 Real, and I will see you guys on the next one.